So just to start off, for the making of this video, there is actually a image here that I'll show of the storyboard for Blue Toad's friend's house. So this is one of the things that were unused in the final video. So the kitchen, for example, I actually have this for the table or dining room table in that scene. And obviously went unused because there was not really a purpose for them to actually go in the kitchen. For some of the furniture that the characters are seen in, we have this for the couch or chair that Goombert is actually sitting in that video. It's basically just a scarf that I folded up and then just had it propped up in the physical set just to kind of make it look like a sort of chair or couch. And then for the bed, we have basically just a regular winter mitten with a knitted beanie just kind of tucked into it. I believe the way I did it was that I just kind of stuffed it in there like that and tried my best to not have the thumb piece of it sticking out. The hardest part was just making sure that it still looked kind of like a bed, but at the same time still kind of something that you would think would look kind of comfortable to probably sit on, since Blue Toad's friend in that scene uses this to actually just kind of sit on and chat for a little bit. In Goomzilla's video, he actually bought like what looked like pin cushions of furniture, so I had to actually just use household objects and clothing to actually create some of the stuff that was on set. And then we have the sort of miniaturized beanbag that Blue Toad kind of sits on, I believe in the last part of the video. The only thing that was really Mario related was this star that was in his friend's room. It's something that came with the World of Nintendo figurine that I have somewhere around here. But otherwise though, nothing too special about it. And then we have the carpeting that was shown in the video. This is just a really big like blanket for the winter that I just put in the actual set to sort of represent the floor or carpet that's in their house. It was really hard to put this in, and in fact in some footage you'll see I actually ended up having it really wide spread out just so I could lay on one end and then have the other end in the actual video. So next we have the windows that were used in the set. These ones were basically just green screen windows, I believe. They have a green coloring on it because these were actually meant for actually keying in the editor just to actually show like what's outside the house. I ended up only using one, so the second one went unused. Whichever one I ended up using in the video, that one was used, and whichever one I didn't use was unused, but they look pretty identical. And then we have the photos that were used in the set. One of them that was used in Blue Toad's friend's room was this one, the picture of Massachusetts. And then we have another photo, this one of Goombert and his wife. Basically just a photo of them in some sort of like snow environment, which is basically just a reference to Paper Mario for the N64. And then we have the television set, which I almost just dropped. And this one is once again another green screen element of the set, more so just to show the TV programs that Goombert is watching, and also to like show a barcode for a few seconds for an advertisement or a commercial, just something like that. And then we have the doors that were printed out for the house and to kind of show different rooms. There were 3, I was originally going to print out 4, but I think I ended up only printing out 3 because of how wrinkled they got within a few days. And of course the video that actually ended up coming out with these doors turned out to be multiple takes because the doors would keep getting wrinkled in between takes. And another thing as well is that they have arrows on them because this is actually just a reference to Super Mario Bros. Wii, and these are actually just the models of the Super Mario Bros. Wii doors, but they're just kind of printed out on a still image on the printer paper, obviously. And they don't really represent much, they're just supposed to really represent the age of the house. But otherwise though, there was a lot of stuff that ended up becoming printed out but never got used in the video. Probably the toughest part about making this video is the fact that not only am I sort of doing the same style of videos that Goomzilla does, but it's the fact that I'm literally changing sets every scene or so. And well, it's not easy to do, especially since I have to add certain elements to it. But yeah, and also if you already saw at this point, I do have to sit at a really weird position to film this stuff.
Come on. Why'd you lock the door?
Because you took my friend to Bowser.
Alright, fine, but can't the father at least come in and explain why? No. You know what? I deserve this. Todd? Todd, can I come in there? No. Come on. Why can't I come in?
Because you got my friend captured.
Fine, but can I at least explain?
No.
I deserve this.
Man, that must have been really tough. But again, I'm sorry that my dad did that to you. Don't sweat it. I deal with it almost all the time. Alright, and in case anybody was wondering, this is what the set looks like after filming. With all my stuff just kind of laying around. We got tape over there. We got... This still needs to be taken down. This is probably the most latest video that I've had to use this tripod, and I'm really glad that I kept this because I would have struggled a lot trying to film this video with that tripod. And also, I should probably turn down my fan because otherwise that's a lot of background noise. And yeah, and this was probably the toughest video to do, to be honest.
Come on, Wilma, we better get going. We already get the kid anyways. Fane.
Anyway.
Huh?